right. Hi, Donovan. Welcome to the Meetup Spot, sir. Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
good,
I can hear
good.
just fine.
All right. Excellent.
Again, welcome to the Meetup Spot. How's Halifax going there?
Yeah. Thanks for having me. It's great. Halifax is a fantastic city. So you caught me super early. My days this weekend are like 16 hours long, so I'm tired, but having fun.
All right. Without further ado, let's start the Meetup Spot. First question, sir. Tell me about yourself.
Geez, what can I tell about myself? My name's Donovan. I'm a professional improviser. That's been my job for the last 35 years. I'm lucky enough to make a living in the arts. So, uh, yeah, that's been my passion and job. And, I've really focused my life on being a performer. And, I keep doing it.
Ah, okay. What's the life being a performer for you?
What's the life in what sense? What's the life? Yeah, I, I do shows and have fun and try to make people happy.
Okay. Tell me your growing up story.
I grew up in Edmonton in the 70s, watching a lot of classic TV, a lot of comedy. Then, as I got a little bit older, I got into movies and, like the invention of the VHS and the Beta and stuff like that. So every weekend it was me and my buddies renting obscure movies and comedies and um, stuff like that. And then, SCTV was kind of a big influence. Saturday Night Live, those kind of shows were fantastic, and they kind of shaped my comedy sensibilities. And I also come from a pretty funny family, so at family get-togethers and stuff like that, my aunts and uncles were always really, really funny, and so I used to just like sit around and watch them make jokes or listen to them have like late night parties and just hear the conversations. And one of my favorite memories is just lying in bed. I can hear people talking and laughing. And Yeah, it was comedy was always around and making people laugh. It's just, I guess, part of my DNA. So I enjoy it. Yeah, it's who I am.
Okay, you were a big fan. So you said you were a big fan of SCTV. So TV, what's the best part of watching SCTV?
What's the best part of watching SCTV? I guess the characters. I think the characters that they created, I think, were probably the best part. How interesting they were. They would take like a kind of a simple premise and then add character, add a bizarre, strange, unique character to it. And that's kind of what sold the premise. That's what made it funny. And it was in Edmonton, so it couldn't get any better than that.
Okay, um I came across this video with I watched your video with the AMA. You showed us how you were a Burger Baron fan.
Oh, hilarious! Yeah.
tell me your Burger Baron story.
Well, yeah, so I wouldn't say I'm like a huge Burger Baron fan, but what I am a fan of is somebody that has a passion, somebody that takes their idea and really believes in it. I want to get behind that and support that. So, um, uh, they were closing a Burger Baron down on the end of White Avenue in Edmonton, and my niece knew the owners, and so she was like, "Hey, if you ever go by that Burger Baron, I think they're closing today." And I was like, "You know what? I'm right by that Burger Baron. I'm with my kids. We're going to stop in and have a burger." That's sad that Burger Baron had been there since the late 50s, I think. My sister said she used to go there when she was a kid. She's a lot older than me. And so we stopped in and everybody was crying in the place, like all the regulars. And I was like, man, that's this place is an institution. These people loved this place because the owners cared. The owners were really nice people. I got chatting with them and stuff. And so I asked if I could buy their sign. They had like this little round Burger Baron character sign that's been on the side of every Burger Baron. So I bought the sign from them. And I took it home and I realized, oh my God, it's bigger than I thought. Um, so I was like, well, I can't really put it in my living room. It's too big. So I had like the perfect little nook on the outside of my house. And I thought, well, this will bring joy to my neighborhood. And so I cleaned it up and repainted the box and put new LED lights in it and then mounted it on the outside of my house. And I did it because I wanted to bring joy to my neighborhood. And it ended up getting on the news quite a bit. So people seemed really interested. And then as a joke, I asked if anybody on my Facebook page wanted, any of my friends wanted Burger Bear T-shirts, and because my son was getting into screen printing, and I had just bought him this four-color screen printing setup, and all of a sudden everybody wanted a T-shirt. So I asked the Burger Baron folks if that was okay, and they were like more than happy to let us print some T-shirts. I said that we would only do it for cost, so he would just make enough money to kind of cover his expenses. So we weren't trying to profit off of their brand, and they were cool with that. And so I think my son sold 200 T-shirts over the next few months, and it was awesome. Yeah, if somebody has a passion and a great idea, I want to see if I can support them somehow.
Okay. Uh, so what are your favorite items to buy in a Burger Baron?
I Yeah, I like the classic. Uh, I don't what is it called? Just the like a double cheeseburger. That's pretty standard. A lot of people like the mushroom Swiss. That's their go-to, or the hush puppies. I'm a classic burger kind of guy.
First all the hush puppies. That sounds delicious. Don't you think?
Oh yeah, hush puppies are good. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind them, but I'm a purist. Burgers and fries, kind of standard.
Okay. And how did your son get into screen printing?
I don't know. I have no idea. It was just something that he kind of got into, and he believed in it, loved it, the idea, and so I got behind him and did it, helped him with it, let him reach his potential. He took some courses and stuff, so he had a lot of fun doing it for a while.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Um, okay. Okay. So who are you now outside of comedy?
Who am I now? What I don't know. What do you mean?
Uh, um, just generally, who are you now outside of comedy? What is there anything you do outside of it? Outside of
No,
comedy? What?
no, not really. Yeah, I'm fortunate enough that I'm working quite a bit, so uh, my whole life revolves around work. My work is so much fun that it's also my hobby. So yeah, when I'm not working, I like to just spend time with my family and sit quietly in my backyard. I'm pretty boring.
Okay. Um, okay. And what's your values, purpose, passion, and strengths?
Uh, I think I live by the golden rule. Do unto others. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Um, yeah, like I said, I think my number one value is, if somebody has a passion or a dream, and they really believe in it, I want to get behind and support them. Say yes to their ideas, see if I can help. Especially if it's something that will make my community better. I work with the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival, which is a fantastic organization that does comedy shows outside in huge venues. Um, and the guy that kind of started it, Mike and Brennan, and this other guy, Chris, they believed in their idea, and it makes Edmonton a better place. And so I was like, how can I help you? And now I get to tour with them all over Canada and stuff. And then I also work for the Edmonton Riverhawks. The GM is a friend of mine, and they were putting this baseball team together, but they wanted to make it something unique and something different. And so I said, anything. I mean, it's the Edmonton River Valley, so beautiful. It's really a jewel. And it was like, how can I help you get more people to come and experience this, idea, this passion of yours? Um, and so, I got behind that. I wanted to support that. And that's kind of my main philosophy. If you've got a great idea that I think is unique and interesting, and you have a passion and you care about it and you want to support, Edmonton, I'm on board.
That's beautiful, Donovan. And so far, I think that's so far that fits right into values. But how about purpose, passion, and strengths? Is it the same as your values?
Yeah, I think so. I think it all kind of wraps into the same sort of thing. You know, my purpose, I don't know if do I have a purpose just to exist and to move forward, try to raise my kids with some strong sense of right and wrong and stuff like that, take care of my family, try not to get mad at my neighbors, whatever it is.
Uh, Okay. Um, okay. And why do you do what you do?
Because it's the only thing I'm good at. I have no idea. What else can I do? I've been doing it so long, I don't have a post-secondary education. How about that?
Oh,
But I have no skill set.
oh,
I make
and
jokes.
okay, okay. And about that, how did you make it in life without a post-secondary education?
I don't know. Good at what I do, I guess.
Ah, okay, okay, that's interesting. And okay, how did you get into comedy?
I don't know. That's a great question. I kind of fell into it. I was going to high school, and part of my curriculum was um, in my theater arts program was to help tech a professional theater company. And there was an organization called Theater Sports. It eventually, when I became involved with it, it became Rapid Fire Theater. And so I helped run the tech in the booth for one show. And then I went back to my teachers and I said, hey, they do a lot of improv. I'm really interested in that. Can I perform and get the same credit? And they were like, yeah, sure. So I asked if I could perform, and they said, yeah, you could do the first half of the show, which is kind of like their amateur, up and coming, kind of learn how to do it section of the program. And after my first kick at that, they said, "Hey, you could just move up to the second half of the show with the guys that have been doing it for a long time because you're good enough." And I was like, "Wow, that's fantastic!" So that's what I did, and I just started doing improv from there. And then I did it because it was fun and funny, and I like making jokes. And later, as I started doing it more and more, I started to understand the philosophy of it and why it works. And I teach improv now to I teach improv corporately to salespeople, business people to learn how to be better communicators, and then I also teach it to at-risk youth to learn to be positive thinkers, to learn that that they have value in their creativity. There's value in their ideas, stuff like that.
And what did you love about that experience?
Learning. I love to learn. I love to just get better at something, find a skill and get better at it. And again, make audiences laugh, let people have a good time. I want to see joy.
Okay, okay, that's beautiful. What attitude or characteristics should a person have to be in comedy?
I have no idea. I could not tell you. I I guess don't be an asshole. I don't know. There's a lot of assholes that are funny though, so I don't know. You got me. I don't know what's funny anymore. I have no idea. I just do what I do, and it seems to work, and I just go within my instincts, I guess.
Okay, that is interesting to hear, Donovan. And what are your tips for comedy?
I don't have any. There's you do you. If you like something, stick with it. Even if it's weird and people don't like it, keep doing it. Maybe you'll find an audience.
Okay. How did you make a living being a comedian when you were starting versus now?
Um, how did I make a living as a comedian when I started? Well, I just started. Um, I started doing like nightclubs and bars. Kind of, it's a standard. There's a standard kind of route for comedy. Um, so we first of all, there was no standard route for comedy with improv. So we had to play all the nightclubs and bars and comedy clubs that a regular stand-up would. So we had to develop like a whole new style of improv that nobody had really seen before. Now it's a standard that gets taught all over the world, but it didn't exist before me and my partner Paul. Um, it was fast and funny and joke based because we had to perform in like Red Deer and Grand Prairie and
Oh,
all the small towns where the crowds are a little tough. They'll eat you alive if you're not funny. So started doing bars, nightclubs. That's kind of where you hone my speed and my joke based comedy and big characters and stuff. Then moved up and started doing colleges and universities, and you could tour across the country. Um, and then from there, you move to doing like corporate gigs where you do Christmas parties and product launches and stuff like that. Um, yeah, and then that's how I started, and that's I still do a lot of that, but now you got to do a little bit of everything in a small market like Alberta and Canada and stuff. So to make a decent living, you have to have a few irons in the fire. So now I work for a baseball game. I host the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival. I have a few other kind of hosting gigs that I do as well. I do something called the Heckle Hole right now
yep.
with my improv partner, where we go around and heckle golfers. And so, yeah, just try a little bit of everything.
Okay. And when you were starting, did you also do side jobs like working in a restaurant?
When I was a teenager, when I was 18 to 20, I worked in a bakery, but that's the only job I had. That was it. I
Oh,
focused on comedy.
oh, okay. Okay. And was it did the night did the nightclubs, bars, and comedy clubs that you mentioned gave you a good experience?
Yeah, yeah, it was all right. It's kind of you do what you do. It was so long ago now, I don't know. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of driving to the small towns all over the province in the middle of winter. Kind of classic
Oh, middle of
bands do
winter.
the same thing. Yeah, well, of course, you can't just work in the summer, right? You got to pay your bills in the winter too. So you got to be everywhere. Well, and a lot of gigs are, around Christmas time. People want to have some entertainment at their Christmas parties and stuff like that. So yeah, you got to go where the gig is.
Yeah. Was it was it a lot of trouble driving in winter to small towns?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, not fun. It's cold and it's snowy, and sometimes it's fantastic. It's Alberta. You know what it's like. So sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's the worst it's ever been. So
Man, I believe it was tough for you, huh?
I think you do. You drive? Do you have a car?
I'm still in the middle of a driving practice. I
Right,
was in the middle with someone
right.
who was teaching
Yeah,
me how to drive.
right.
Yeah.
So you'll experience it. It's terrible,
Oh,
and awesome. So it's just part of life here in Alberta.
okay. Okay. And what's life as a comedian now, I believe? Did you mention any answer?
It's great. I'm really really lucky. I love my job. I feel really fortunate that I'm able to keep working. Um, you know, I love it. I have some fantastic uh, kind of relationships with some organizations that I work with now, and I hope that I keep working with them. I work with a group called UCAN, where I teach some at-risk youth. It's a great organization. They do some really great work, and I'm lucky enough that I get to participate in their program. Yeah, I love my job.
Okay. So at risk youth, did it, I mean, what actually questions are at-risk youth? So what's it a good experience doing stuff for the at for this at risk youth you mentioned?
What's sorry? Say that again.
It was I believe it's a good experience
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
doing something. Yeah.
yeah. Working with this group UCAN is fantastic. So I get to help. Um, every semester, so like 3 times a year, they have a new group of kids that are really trying to, they've had maybe a bit of a hard upbringing or whatever. They've had some trauma and stuff that I couldn't even imagine. And I'm lucky enough that they let me into their kind of world, and I try to help them feel good about themselves and turn things around. And even if it's not permanent, I hope to give them a little glimmer of hope and joy and happiness as they kind of start a new chapter of their life where they become, you know, uh, more positive in their future and their outlook. So it's awesome.
And I believe it touched you so much.
Yeah, well, it's a great organization, and the kids are fantastic. You see them like when I start working with them, they're pretty closed off and they're a little unsure, like anybody, but they come from a place of having. I mean, I can't speak for them, so for sure, but some of them have some trauma and issues and stuff. Um, and then by the end of the class, we've had a good time. We've had a super positive, happy time. And so I could hope that I could just be like a sliver of light in the kind of some, in their journey to more positive world.
First of all, that's beautiful for you for doing that. Okay. I think this next question. I think I didn't have to ask this, but because I believe you mentioned it. You since you work at a bakery, but okay. But let me ask it anyway. Did you have a side job at first, and how was it for you?
I worked in a bakery when I was 18
Yeah.
to 20, and it was super early in the morning, and I was always covered in flour. Uh,
Oh.
and they wanted me to be a baker, and I was like, I don't think I can. It's too early in the morning for me. So, but it was
Uh-huh.
nice. The guys were great.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's good. Did you bake cookies, pavlova, or bread?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Including pavlova. Nice.
No, I
No.
made what was my thing? A lot of bread, a lot of pies. A long time ago, I ate a lot of pie. Look at me.
You ate a lot. Oh, that's what's it tasty?
Sorry, what?
Were they
Oh, were they?
tasty?
I made them. They were very tasty. I was a
Yeah, see.
delicious pie maker. Cakes too. I was the best, man.
Seemed like a good experience for you.
Yeah, it was all right. I learned a lot. Uh, yeah, it was funny.
Okay. What are your tips for improv?
Get a go to school. Don't do it. Just stay away from it. It's terrible. It's a drug.
Stay away from it. It's a drug. Well, that's really interesting to hear. Based on what you just said, is improv good or bad?
Yeah, well, it's not for everyone. I think
Oh,
that's a subjective question. I think it's is it good like to watch? No, it's usually pretty terrible. I try to make it as good as possible. There are a few people that are fantastic at it. Um, it's like anything. There are good parts and bad parts. So, but
Ah,
to do, it's a lot of fun to do. Yeah, it's a weird thing to create uh, little scenes or stories just uh, with no plan or idea, just to create a sketch. You know, that's a weird thing. It's weird. It's a great tool for actors, and that it's a weird thing to put into a performance. It's definitely unique.
okay, so
I'm
terrible
not. I'm
to
not really selling it. I'm not really selling it here, am I? So,
no, but let's just found it interesting to hear. So to summarize, terrible to watch, fun to do.
it's also fun to watch too. I guess I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
It depends who's doing it. That's the tale. Like
Well,
anything.
well, that's sort of fun. We I'm part of a Toastmasters club. We sort yeah,
Oh yeah.
we sort of do that in the form of table topics.
Yep. Yep. I know Toastmasters. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. So I had a friend who did Toastmasters. So yeah, I get it.
nice. Honestly, honestly you can visit if you want to.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. What are your tips for people who want to get into acting?
Uh, Go to school and
Oh,
learn as much as you can
okay.
because it's like anything. It's really hard to make it look easy. So it's not something that's just anybody can do. So you've got to really, if you want to be good at it, you've got to learn as much as possible.
Okay. And I believe I gave you an add-in question. So I believe I emailed you a Gmail question. If you don't mind, I'm gonna
Yep.
put it up now. I'm gonna put it in the Google Doc. Just, there we go. Don't worry, it's going to be there. I'm sorry if it's going to take some time. Uh, right
All
now,
good.
it's tough for people these days to find jobs. If they want to go the same path as you, what are the things they can do right now to practice?
I I don't I don't know. Go to open mic nights, write some stand up comedy, take some classes. You know, I started by watching TV and trying to understand what makes a joke, and listen to my aunts and uncles talk and try to figure out why people laugh at what they say. You know, what makes somebody funny? I think being funny is just something you're born with. Honing that skill takes years of practice and finding your own voice, finding out what style of comedy that you have that resonates with others. Um, don't give up. There's always haters out there, so keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully you can find an audience. If you're passionate and true with your ideas, I'm sure somebody will listen.
Okay. You get to be in this local show, Department of Paranormal Affairs. Tell me how that
No,
came through.
yeah, the Department of Paranormal Affairs was fantastic. It was a great little project. Um, just like any other like film and television project that I've been lucky enough to work on. You audition. I have an agent. I got an audition, so I submitted. They liked what I did, and so I got hired. And then we spent, I don't even know, a week, 2 weeks, I can't remember, a couple weeks recording 6 episodes, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hope we get to do some more. It was a quirky little show. The writing on it was really, really cool because it was just straight to the point, which is really nice. It's kind of like my improv style is to cut out all the garbage. So they had to make the show, 15-minute episodes or whatever originally. So you got to get straight to it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. The guys that I worked with were pretty great. The cast and the crew. It was an awesome show. It was fun.
Mhm. Do you have any behind the scenes stories?
Not really. No, it's a pretty straightforward kind of thing, you know. Um, yeah, you spend a couple weeks inside a set that looks like a really shitty office, and
Oh,
you try to make some jokes. So, yeah, it's a pretty straightforward kind of experience for that kind of world. So, it's like a job. You go to the office, you punch in, you get into a costume and make some jokes, and then you go home, have some lunch, chit chat. Nothing
okay.
unique, weird, or special happened. It was pretty straightforward. They're on a pretty tight budget and time frame, so you get in and you just work. So you gotta, you're paying everybody by the hour for the most part, so you got to get it done as quickly as possible. It's a pretty complicated process making a TV show.
Ah, okay. And how important is the local film and television industry here in Alberta?
How important is it? Well, it's super important. I wouldn't say like the big budget stuff that gets shot mostly in Calgary um, is that important because most of it brings in American actors for a lot of the larger parts. So, um, it's tough for um, Albertans to land anything of substance. But there's a lot of smaller parts, day players they're called. There's a lot of good parts for stuff like that. There's a lot of commercials that get shot in Alberta. There's a lot of what's called industrial films. Um, stuff for the internet, stuff like that. So it's a good industry. Um, yeah, it's good. It could always be better, I'm sure. Um, Especially in Edmonton, there's not a lot going on. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember what the question was at this point. How
That's
important
okay.
is
That's
the industry? It's super important if you need to work. Yeah, you don't have to travel far. Yeah, it could always be better.
Mhm. Tell me about Heckle Hole and how it started.
My buddy Chris, I don't know. So about 20 years ago, I was shooting these corporate little videos on golf courses for tournaments, where I would interview golfers. We would cut the videos up and edit them really quickly and then watch them at the dinner. It was just another kind of avenue to try to make some money and do some jokes and stuff in Alberta so I could, raise a family. And I did a bunch of those over like 20 years. I played like a Scottish reporter, Angus McJagger. And
Oh,
then a couple of years ago, I got asked if I would do something called the Back Off Challenge, and I didn't know what that was. And so I watched the video. I was like, oh, okay, so there's these guys. There's quite a few different groups doing it. So it's nothing new, where they, heckle golfers. So I was like, oh, well, I've done that, but I've never done it while they're trying to tee off because I love golf. So I was like, I wouldn't do that. I don't want to screw up somebody's game. Then I was like, oh, no, that's the whole purpose. So we did one. My partner Chris and I did one. My improv partner Chris and I did one. Uh, the guys at this production company called Road 55 recorded it. Um, they edited it down to like a 3-minute video. And so I asked if we could use chunks of the video for kind of just to put online for us as a little promo. So we cut it down to like 30 seconds or a minute. Um, just took some highlights out of it and posted it online. And then our first video, I think it's sitting around 15 million views on different platforms. And so then we started getting phone calls from golf tournaments all over North America. And so we keep posting these videos as we keep doing tournaments, and it's a lot of fun. It's made me mean though. I've become a meaner person because it's
oh,
like it's
wow.
all based on insulting people, which is fun, and it's all in good sport. It's nothing serious, but it's very funny how it can flavor you and change you a little bit. So it's fun. It's a great gig. It's super fun. It's a long day of sitting on a golf course, insulting golfers. So yeah, it's fun.
Okay. To you, why is comedy important?
Yeah, well, you got to bring joy, right? You got to make people feel happiness, and especially things are tough. The world's always a bit rough, and everybody's stressed out, and there's always shit you got to worry about: your family, your bills, your job, your kids, everything. All that stuff. People worry about all the time, your health and stuff. So, if you can help people forget some of the struggles and bring a little joy and happiness to their life, and let them, uh, you know, just have fun. That's what I'm all about. It's awesome.
And where do you see comedy in a few years?
I have no idea. I think it's gonna always be there, right? It's been there for the last 10,000 years or 50,000 years, and it will continue to grow and change and flourish as it always has. So, yeah, I have no idea. If I could figure out where comedy is going to go, I would start there now and make $1 billion.
Okay. And before, okay. Oh, sorry. Are you still are you still saying something?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Before we go to the next segment, about that heckle whole thing, are you still a meaner person, or are you still working on being kind?
Yeah, I still focus really hard on being kind. Yeah, yeah.
All
And
right.
it's not a, I'm not permanently scarred.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's it for the questions. Let's end this right now with a segment called Quick Fire. Just answer as many questions in under 90 seconds.
Sure. All right, let's do it.
All right. All right. All right. Are you ready?
Go.
Okay. Okay. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Oh, both. It's both.
Okay. Chips or Oreos or Chips Ahoy?
Oh, I come on now. Both. Each there's a place for each of those. I just had Chips
No.
Ahoy 2 days ago and I had Oreos yesterday. So come on now.
Okay. Burgers or fries? And okay, burgers and fries or burritos and chips.
You're killing me here because they're both. Burgers
Both?
and fries. I like burgers. I like burgers. Fries, I could live. I don't need fries. I like burgers. Anything in
Okay. Yeah.
sandwich form, I'm good with.
All right. All right. Okay. Best place to go road trip in Alberta.
Jasper or Banff.
Oh.
Jasper, Banff. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Uh, Diet Coke.
Oh, nice. Okay. Like best restaurant aside from Burger Baron for a good meal.
Oh, that's a great question. Edmonton has a lot of fantastic restaurants. I'll plug my wife's restaurant, Spotlight Cabaret. They do live entertainment, which is always good to go and see with a meal. And the food's delicious.
Okay. Mantra in life.
Sorry?
Mantra in life. You have 10
Oh, what's
seconds.
my mantra? My mantra? Bring joy.
Okay. And lastly before we end, best candy flavor.
Oh, oh, I don't know. What is the best candy flavor? Uh, I don't, sweet. Man, I don't know. Raspberry? I don't, that weird blue flavor that's
Oh,
not really blue anything. It's just blue flavor.
artificial but tasty. It's all good. Okay.
Uh, Pineapple lifesavers.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
favorite, my favorite candy is the coating on Tylenol.
Uh, okay. Well. We only have less than 1 minute. Okay. Do you want? Let's do a screenshot together.
All right. Oh, we
Uh,
still going? Did you get
oh,
it?
okay. I think that's it. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Donovan.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Okay. Have fun. Have fun doing the Halifax Comedy Fest.
I will. I hope so. Last night was fantastic. I hope we do it again. I hope it's as fun tonight.
All right. Once
Right on,
again,
man.
thank you for this. All right. Once again, thank you for this opportunity.
Take care. We'll see you.
Take care. We'll see you. Bye. If you love this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching the Meetup Spot.